Hey there, fellow drama enthusiasts. Today we're diving deep into the world of K-dramas to uncover the devious minds, the master manipulators, and the unforgettable antagonists that make our favorite shows so addictive. From cunning schemes to unforgettable showdowns, these villains steal the spotlight every time. But before we spill the tea on these iconic characters, make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, give us a thumbs up if you love a good villain, and don't forget to share this video with your fellow K-drama fans. Let's get started. Strangers from Hell, based on the webtoon of the same name, is a gripping psychological horror drama that delves deep into the complexities of human nature. The story follows Yoon Jong-woo, a young man who moves to Seoul and ends up in the ominous Eden Studio dormitory, where he encounters an array of bizarre and disturbing residents, including his enigmatic neighbor, Seo Moon-jo, portrayed by Lee Dong-wook. As eerie occurrences unfold within the gloomy confines of the studio, the tension and unsettling atmosphere keep viewers on the edge of their seats. The characters are engrossing, and their backgrounds pique your curiosity, while the constant reference to Franz Kafka's The Metamorphosis adds a symbolic layer to the narrative, foreshadowing the protagonist's descent into madness. Strangers from Hell is a dark, immersive journey that will leave you with chills and a newfound appreciation for the fine line between good and evil in human nature. In this fantasy thriller, the lives of two characters, a woman who remembers her past lives by dying and reincarnating repeatedly for 600 years, and a man who has spent the last 600 years as a Bulgasal. He is a mythical creature that lives off human blood and is cursed with immortality and can't be killed. A cunning immortal being, Ok Yultai lives in secrecy and takes pleasure in witnessing the millennia-long cycle of bloody retribution. In addition, he manipulates others to get what he wants and consumes human blood to stay alive. Although he enjoys his enormous wealth, power, and immortality, he is plagued by a dark hole and uses all of his cunning strategies to heal it. Lee Joon-gi stars alongside Moon Chae-won in the mystery thriller Flower of Evil. His character Baek Hee-sung is a perfect husband and doting father to a little girl. To the visible eye, he is perfect, but there's another life he leads, one filled with murder, deceit, and lies. His wife, Cha Ji-won, is a detective and is in the midst of a cat-and-mouse hunt that will lead her to her husband as the prime suspect. You'll enjoy the mystery thriller aspect of the storyline, but will also appreciate the incredible acting by our main leads. When the villain turns out to be the last person you would have thought would be a villain, this was Kim Ji-hoon as Baek Hee-sung. He's a serial killer who seems to be very disconnected with his emotions and rational thinking. He even relies on and manipulates his parents to help him cover up for his crimes and mistakes, which is very disturbing to say the least. That particular scene where Baek Hee-sung showed up in Cha Ji-won's home to kill her was enough to give nightmares. Remarriage and Desires tells the story of Rex, a matchmaking service that specializes in the remarriages of ambitious clients who want to marry rich spouses. Jung Yoo-jin plays Jin Yoo-hee, a young, attractive lawyer who is looking for an extraordinarily rich husband. Jin Yoo-hee is a vindictive person and will go to any lengths to get what she wants. She had previously embezzled money and framed her colleague Kang Nam-sik, who ended up dying by suicide due to her actions. Towards the end of the show, viewers learn about Yoo-hee's troubled childhood. Her character is well written and is portrayed perfectly by actress Jung Yoo-jin. Audiences will hate Yoo-hee, but by the end of the show, you can't help but have pity on her. Sky Castle is a K-drama that takes place in a neighborhood complex called Sky Castle, where there are 4 families who are willing to do anything at any cost to make sure that their children go to a top university. The cast includes Yum Jung-ah, Lee Tae-ran, Yoon Se-ah, Oh Na-ra, as well as some new faces whose popularity has skyrocketed as a result of the success of this series. The coach that these parents want their children to be taught by is Kim Joo-young. Kim Joo-young is not your conventional K-drama villain in that she's a mother, a teacher, and very intelligent. She has endured a lot of trauma and tragedy in her life, which has made her mentally and emotionally unstable, causing her to do damage onto students. She manipulates their minds and brainwashes them, making it a slow and steady process of putting their mental health and lives at risk. Park Se-roy has been through a lot in his young life. His father was tragically killed in a hit-and-run accident. He was expelled from school, and he was sentenced to jail for 3 years. All this tragedy happened as a result of one family that owns the biggest restaurant chain in Korea. After getting out of jail, Se-roy swears that he will get revenge and decides to open up his own restaurant called Dan Bam. The bone-chilling villain in this series is Jang Dae-hee, the CEO and owner of Janga. He is absolutely loathsome as he makes it his priority to make Park Se-roy suffer by taking away his freedom, pride, and dreams. All throughout the series, Jang Dae-hee's presence on screen riles up so much anger, which only shows how great he is at portraying the nasty side of his character. Because of how evil he is, you really root for Se-roy and his group of friends to succeed and take him down. The plot of this fantasy Korean drama revolves around Nine-Tailed Fox and former mountain god Lee Yeon, played to perfection by the charismatic Lee Dong-wook. He patiently awaits the rebirth of his first love, Yi Ah-yum, Jo Boa, born Nam Ji-ah, a TV producer. Their paths intertwine, unleashing past secrets and a powerful nemesis. Causing chaos in their lives is Yeon's half-brother, Lee Reng, Kim Bum. His hatred towards Yeon destroys him and resurrects a powerful evil just to defeat his brother. While you initially want to whack him for his devious ways, his character arc and journey towards redemption make him a different villain. The dreamy Kim Bum charms his way into our hate list by portraying the revenge-seeking Gumiho. Detective Moon Jin-hyuk's wife was tragically killed by a serial killer. He works tirelessly to find the perpetrators of crimes throughout the course of his days. He meets emergency call responder Kang Kwan-woo, who works with Moon Jin-hyuk to solve crimes. The investigations lead them to the menacing serial killer, Mo Tae-gu. Kim Jae-wook got a lot of coverage after this series aired for being a disturbing villain, but a handsome one at that. He was able to play the character of a sociopath serial killer so flawlessly, in that he would smile and laugh about all the lives he took. He found joy in having the investigators frustrated at not being able to track him down, and he was a mastermind puppeteer who orchestrated every detail in his crimes. He was menacing and bizarre, which makes him one of the most gruesome K-drama villains of all time. The smirk he gave after he got caught by the police gave goosebumps. Im Sang-mi and her family have to move to a small town as a result of her father's failed business. She is apprehensive about the town as she has no friends, and discovers it's a pretty different world from where she previously lived. Her family quickly takes a liking to Baek Jung-gi, a spiritual leader at their local church. What Sang-mi and her new friends quickly realize is that Jung-gi cannot be trusted. Villains that make the most psychological impact are the ones that are subtle and not blatantly evil. Baek Jung-gi seems like he can be trustworthy as he is a religious leader, but his manipulation and brainwashing over the townspeople is appalling. He takes advantage of those who are weaker and even tries to marry young women off, claiming it's for a higher purpose. He's charismatic and charming, which makes him that much more creepy. Vincenzo Cassano is an Italian lawyer and mafia consigliere who was adopted and raised in Italy. He returns to Korea to tie up some loose ends pertaining to some gold that is being kept underground in Gumga Plaza. He meets Hong Cha-young and her father Hong Yu-chan, and they are able to form a strong bond with Vincenzo. Vincenzo becomes intertwined in a revenge scheme to get back at Babel Group. The head of the Babel Group came as a total surprise. 2PM's Taecyeon plays Jang Jun-woo, the conniving and sociopathic villain who gets his jollies in seeing other people suffer. What made him even more bone-chilling is the fact that no one could have anticipated that the geeky intern would be hiding this villainous side to him. He killed, laughed about it, and had no remorse, which made him the epitome of evil. And there you have it, folks. The top 10 K-dramas that kept us on the edge of our seats, with unforgettable characters who walked the line between light and shadow. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on all things K-drama, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you never miss a thrilling moment with us. Drop a like if you found your favorite villain on this list, and don't forget to share this with your fellow drama enthusiasts. Thanks for joining us on this villainous adventure, and until next time, happy binge watching.